Hi everyone, it's Kathy Lake here. I created this card recently on behalf of Fairy Hug Store and shared it onto Facebook, and a few people asked me if there would be a video tutorial available on this. So I'm going to have a go at making a little video for you to show you how I created this scene. For this project you're going to need a piece of strong card, that about 300 GSM, 6.8 inches by 4.75 inches, and it'll be mounted directly onto a card base which measures 5 inches by 7 inches. The project, you will need Distress Oxide Villainous Potion, Element Inks by Lavinia Stamps, Blue Lagoon. For the stamping, I'm going to use Versifying Clair Monarch and Nocturne. I'm going to do the wings with a bit of mica powder in Shocking Pink and Lime Green. The stamps I used for this project are the FHS 073 Wild Mushrooms, the Seed Pods 183, part of the Moon Tree, not all of it. The fairies I'm going to have are Cara 333, Tara 187, Bryla 189, and I'm going to have one of the forest flowers, the sprig type flower, in the background. I also have a stencil brush that I use for the element inks and a blending brush for the distress inks. I have some pens, a couple of Posca pens in purple and pink, and a Pro marker in amethyst. I also have a black fine pen and a black Posca pen. I have a gold gel pen to do part of the tree, and a brown and a purple colouring pencil, and I have a little scoop to get the mica powder out. I also have a acetate moon mask to create the moon. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the blue first, and my stencil brush. And this is quite a newish ink, so I'm just going to go around the moon. And whilst I've got my moon covered over, I'm also going to open the purple. And just add some purple here too. And I can remove it. Put a little bit of purple in the moon. Like that. Right, so carry on with the blue. Now my moon mask has gone. And I'm just going in circles around, trying to get a bit more in the corners. Doesn't matter if bits come out darker than the others, because I'm going to wet it, and so I'm just trying to get a piece of acetate here to put over the ink so I don't get my hand covering it. We're gonna mix it together, and we're going to wet it, so it doesn't matter if little bits come out darker than others. It adds a bit more interest to the background. Just making sure it's got pretty good coverage. It's, like I say, some bits a little bit darker than others, which is fine. I'm using my blending brush and the Villainous Purple. I'm going to go over the rest. There we go. Put it on. Now I'm going to use the water spray, and I'm going to spray, give it a few few good squirts. And then get the kitchen paper ready. Okay, that's quite good coverage. I'm going to get my gun and give it a bit of a heat blast. A little bit. Now I'm going to go over again with the purple just to get a bit of a darker colour. There we go. So the background's done now. You've got a nice bluey purpley background, and I quite like the little effect of it. I'm going to put a bit more purple on the moon. Quite like the hazy moon. Right, I'm going to start stamping with the wild mushroom set, and I'm going to stamp the mushrooms in Nocturne. Quite good ink. I'm going to put them slightly to the right, about there. I'm using a stamping pressure tool that my friend Robin used on her video, and I thought what a great idea, so thank you, Robin. That one. And then I'm going to do the seed pods in purple, in Monarch. Just 2 on that one. And 3 a bit further up. And I'm going to stamp. Which one is this one? Cara? Cara. Cara's the sitting fairy and Tara's the standing. Gets a bit confusing. So I have Cara sitting on this little pod here. There we go. And then we'll have Tara leaning over, having a chat. Have her about there. And then we'll have Bryla, who's the crouching fairy. I'll have her resting on the other seed pod. Just keeping an eye on them, making sure they're not misbehaving. Like that. Now, she didn't come out too strong that time, but I have a black pencil I can just fill in. Does happen occasionally if I don't put enough ink on. That's great, you can just fill in the and next we're going to put some of the little sprigs of forest flowers around the seeds. There we go. And now the tree, the moon tree. I'm only going to use part of the moon tree. On this side, I'm going to have it, I want to use my piece of scruffy paper. Let's have it going up there. Then that bit again. This time, just there. I'm going to stamp the other side of the tree. Put my piece of paper over so I don't. Actually, that can come down a little bit. There we go. That's all the stamping done. And the next thing I'm going to do is use the pink Posca pen, and I'm going to go around all the little circles. So I'm going to do that on all of the flowers, and I'm also going to go and just dot over the little dotty lines of the sprig of flowers here. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll be back in a moment. Right, I've just finished doing all the seed pods in the pink colour, and I did all the little sprigs of flowers, and then I went over with a black fine line pen and just drew little lines on them, and then highlighted it with a little dot of a white pen highlighter. So that's that. Now I'm going to do these mushrooms, and I'm going to do them in the purple Posca pen. I'm going to do the ones with the large shapes in the Posca pen, and the stripes I'm going to do in a pro marker in an amethyst colour. So I'm just going to show you how I'm doing these. I'm not going to do the whole lot because it will take me ages and it's boring watching somebody colour, but I'm just literally going over the white shapes. Right, I've done the mushrooms. I'm just going to do the last one here with the amethyst marker, pro marker. Go over the lines. And underneath there. That's it. They're all done, and now I'm going to colour the branches of the tree in the brown. So I'm just going to go over them gently, making a really big fuss about it, just give them a little bit of colour. Going a bit faster because obviously the video, and I'm aware how frustrating it is watching somebody colour for ages. I'll just show you. Then once I've done that, I go over parts of the tree, just lines of the tree. I'm not doing all of it, just a few lines here and there. I'm trying not to keep them straight as well, so I'm curving them. and then they had add a little bit of highlight to the tree. Right, now I'm going to colour their wings, and I have these little pot thing here. I'm going to use green first, with my little scoop. You know what, I'm not going to use the pot, I'm going to use a stamping block, because I only need a tiny bit for the wings, I don't need very much. Just going to put a tiny bit on there. And I'm going to mix it with a bit of water. I'm going to do her wings green. And I'm going to do the bottom of Bryla's wings in green too. Add a little bit of sparkle. A little bit around by the trees too, just to add a bit of sparkle there. Right, that's the green. Now for the pink. I'll just dry my scoop. Push the green off. When I did this card, I spilt more mica powder on me than anywhere else. I'm going to make sure the lid goes firmly back on before I have an accident. Water. And the brush. I'm just painting it on her wings. And a bit on the top of Bryla's wings. I'm just going to put a little bit around the bottom. And just add a little bit of shine when it dries. There we go. A bit of that. Press that down. And there we have the sparkle on the wings. And I just need now to glue this and put it on my card. And there we have it. There's the original, and there's the one I did today. So thank you for watching. I hope you found that helpful. I'll see you again. Bye bye.